Hey, shalom, 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 shalom. This is Nama with the DC Cap, branch of Great Millstone, back for another video. Salak, if you hear me coughing, because I'm just still getting over a cold. But first and foremost, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai. And of course, double honors go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who are well. I'd like to send salutations out to the fellow Akim that are out there on the highways and byways, pushing the truth across the four corners of this earth while trying to wake up to remain hopeful elect. All right. So, yeah. Looks like this guy, that APEC, all right, backed in order to get this Jake out. I'm not a fan of him or any other ones, all right, but just to let you know the hypocrisy, all right, that's going on here. All the years that I can remember, it's been talked about that, the U.S. is against, interference in elections. And then, well, hear the video.
It has been nearly an hour since the polls closed in New York's primary races tonight, and already we have a projected winner in the most expensive House primary race in American history,
the most expensive House primary race in American history. They wanted this man gone so bad because he wouldn't kowtow to their will, which is, don't criticize Israel, just rubber stamp whatever we say. He wouldn't do it. Give him credit for that. And apparently, it's cost him. So they got a guy that would, without question, back these devils and whatever they want. All right. Hey, this is Amalek. All right. They want to eradicate those people out of that land. Of course, it's money and resources. All right. Wow. Let's continue on.
Westchester County Executive George Latimer has been attempting to unseat incumbent congressman and progressive squad member Jamal Bowman. NBC News can now project George Latimer as the projected winner. Steve, what can you tell us about the numbers and how they may have changed since we talked to you about this just a second ago?
Yeah, we were just talking a minute ago about the basic divide in this district between the much smaller in terms of population slice of the Bronx that's in it. That's where Jamal Bowman is getting about 84% of the vote right now. But the vast majority of this district is up here in Westchester County, suburbs of New York City, some small cities in here as well. And this is where George Latimer is the county executive. And we said with about a third of the vote in, Latimer was running very well overall in the county, and Bowman was falling far short of numbers he had reached in this county in the 2022 primary. And so basically what happened in the last 5 minutes here, I think, since I was on, is this. In Westchester, if you recall, we only had about 35 to 40% of the vote in. Now basically half the vote is in Westchester County. And what we've seen and what you can see here, if you were watching closely in the last segment, these numbers haven't changed. So this is kind of locking in right now, this Latimer advantage over Bowman. It's spread out geographically here. It's a consistent pattern basically everywhere where Bowman, everywhere in this district, Bowman is running short, well short, double-digit support, short in many cases of where he fared in the 2022 primary. And so it's consistent enough. There's enough vote in, and frankly, there's enough vote left now, given this trend, that you can expect Latimer to add to his margin here as more Westchester comes in, that you can look at the district and say, Bowman's not getting many more votes out of the Bronx. Latimer is out of Westchester County. Latimer already is ahead by almost 5,000 votes, 10 points district-wide. And so
now, I didn't look it up, but for you native New Yorkers, the Bronx and all that, let's see. Can I do this? Let's see. All right. So it's like at your fingertips. All right. Let's see. I got a sneaky suspicion Demographics 2010. Let's see. Immigrants at Bronx are characterized by Hispanic majority, unique among New York City's boroughs, and by the lowest percentage of whites among. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. From 2020. Let's see. So Hispanics, so-called, make up 54.8%. And so-called blacks almost, just barely above half of that. Wow. See, I was thinking something totally different. I'm glad I looked it up. Wow. So they got his ass up out of there. So you know what? Let's go look at some of the comments. I'll show you some. See? AOC Sanders Bowman Bronx meltdown cost him. She did have a talking about fire alarm. All right, it's totally missing the point. All right, worthless squad. And again, I'm not for these people, but they miss. Let's see. Fire alarm. Here we go. The fire alarm jokes again. All right, don't pull the fire alarm. Bowman has done nothing. All right. Let's see. Bye-bye, 5-alarm Bowman. We got you, Bowman. What a loser. Bowman should just go and stay. The people have spoken. Let's see. Let's see. You see all these comments I'm going over? Still not. Here's the first one. AIPAC money came through. That's one. Now get rid of the rest of the DEI hires. See? See all this scrolling I'm doing? Everybody else talking. See, here's another one. 2. Wow, AIPAC money wins in another. It says news. Sky is blue. Three, amazing the power of AIPAC to win elections. 3, DEI is DOH. Still stuck at 3. Someone says the racism in these comments is bonkers. Here it is. AIPAC at work. 4. Free the U.S. political system from AIPAC. 5. And everybody else on some bullshit. Uh-oh. When AIPAC says jump, Democrats and Republicans ask how high. 6. Look at here. Wow, even the comment section was bought by AIPAC. 7. AIPAC doesn't mess around. 8. AIPAC paid a lot of cash for this one. 9. And I'm going to stop right there. While everybody else on some bullshit got 9 that knew what the fuck was going on. What does that tell you? All right. But yeah, they got him out. They accomplished their goal. These people are really nervous now. All right. It lets you know who's running shit if you're paying attention. All right. So as someone stated earlier in the video I was watching, it's going to be some shit. All right. This shit with Trump. He's being sentenced, let's see, what's today? What, in 2 weeks? Let's see. Yeah, roughly 2 weeks. The 11th of July. I mean, you got the right ones getting pissed off. I just put it that way. All right, we ain't talking about no George Floyd bullshit. All right, just so you know. Like Scripture says, you know, this devil knows his time is short. All right, they've got their plans for that region over there. I'm talking about the Israelis. And their tentacles reach far, as you're seeing here. This is just one. All right, they got this guy out of office because he wouldn't kowtow to what they wanted. All right, so he said, this Negro got to go. Of course, I'm sure they didn't say that nicely. All right, so yeah, that's all I had to say on this. I didn't want to take too much long. But these are people that stole that region, you know, Ezekiel 36 chapter. I encourage you to read that, the first 5 verses at least. Right? And this is what they've done. They do not fit the prophecies, we do. Always remember that. That's why you stick with the scriptures and not some Talmudic bullshit, because that's some crap that they wrote. All right. So with that, let's see what else, just a little bit more.
So now, as we inch over the 50% mark district-wide, NBC projects that George Latimer has defeated incumbent Representative Jamal Bowman. It will make Bowman the 3rd House member to lose a primary, pending that Bob Good result in Virginia, the 3rd House member to lose a primary this cycle.
You know, Steve, I'm reminded of Bowman's sort of polling deficit going into the 2020 election, where he was running behind Eliot Engel, the longtime congressman, by 19 points, and then went on to defeat Engel by, I think, 14 points. I think Bowman was kind of hoping for a similar outcome tonight, right? He was polling decidedly behind Latimer, I think 17 points in some polls, and was saying this was a turnout election. But man, you look at the amount of money that was spent on this race, the national import that was assigned to it, $14 million from AIPAC, $25 million overall. I mean, it's a race unlike any other.
No, absolutely. And again, the division in this district, there's that money that's come in. And obviously, it's a huge story here, just the fact of the cost of this race and the question of what impact that had. Though, I would say before the money was spent in this race, Bowman's problems were clear here. As I said, in 2022, he didn't have a single primary opponent. So if you look on paper, Bowman had a pretty easy time surviving his primary in 2022. But if you added up all of the non-Bowman candidates in the 22 primary, Bowman won this district about 55-45, which is hardly resounding. And again, in the Westchester portion of the district, last time around, it was just 52-48 Bowman. And there are some towns here in Westchester, where he got 30%, 35, 25.
Check out something else. All right, you natives of that region, I think I overlooked something. But let's see, Westchester. Let's see. All right. I may redeem myself here. All right, let's see. Population estimates. Let's see, Westchester County. Let's see. age and sex, race, white, okay, 72.2%. African American, so-called, 17%. American, and I don't even want to bother with that. Asian, 6, might as well say 7%. Alright, let's see, Hispanic or Latino, 26. What is, they're not going to tell you that though, the Jewish. Let's see, 2024, let's see, let's see, let's see, 2022, the largest racial ethnic group in Westchester County was the white non-Hispanic group, which had a population of 509,773. Let's see. Yeah, how many of that so-called white register as, that's what I was trying, I don't think I'm going to be able to find that out. Wait a minute, let's see how old. Let's see, 50 and above, let's see that. Let's see, 65 and older. Let's see. $50 to $64, 19, might as well say 20%. Okay. 5 to 19, 35 to 49, 22%, 65 plus, 14.7%. Okay. That's enough. I got what I wanted. Oh boy.
5% of the vote. So there was a clear vulnerability in Westchester County for Bowman that really predated this cycle. It extended from the last one. And then you look at all the controversies and everything that's going into this cycle, and I think it only amplified that, but the vulnerability was already clear for Bowman. And I just think you'd say everything that he's kind of been involved in here in terms of controversy, it's only almost logical that in Westchester, where he was already in some serious trouble, it would just get worse for him.
Well, and I think that there are, like we said in the last block, there are
them being on point. Yeah, that's all I have for this. I'm not gonna keep it going any longer. Yeah, this is what they do. That little country got America wrapped around this little pinky. All right, this place got to go, and it is. All right, so with that, into the next video. Hey, shalom.